right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
That's right. But guys, it is a rather sad day today. But I'm a man of my word, and I am wearing the black, the
And
yellow,
gold.
the red, and the what color is this? Blue.
It's a blue down there.
And blue. That's right. Deal's a deal, doggy.
Yep, there we go. It was a close bet. Both of our teams really belonged in the gutter this year, really in the trash bag. But I guess we won one more game than you guys or something like that. So
Yeah.
It was a long season for us both, really.
I can't believe my Broncos didn't do better this year.
Right, yeah.
The Steelers did this good this year.
Right, man, with 3 third-string quarterbacks, and they just pick which one they're going to play that week. I can't.
Yeah.
God, you go into the playoffs and you play Mason Rudolph. Oh my God, you guys need a new quarterback. Okay, you hear me, Tomlin? You need a new quarterback.
Russell Wilson's available.
Yeah, we'll take Russell Wilson. Heck, I'd take Baker Mayfield at this time, or even a Justin Fields. This is bad. Or
right.
Kirk Cousins would be nice. We'd take him. He's good.
So,
you look nice though. You look nice. I really,
man, I might break out in hives. I might break out in hives. I feel I can't even look at myself on the screen. I can't even look at myself. So sad day for everybody. All right, here we go. Let's check in with the chat again, guys. Sorry for the late start. We were having a lot of technical difficulties on my side, so yeah. But here we are. It's Timid joins us. Shout out to It's Timid. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Fastback joins us. Shout out to Fastback. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. So far, that's all we have right now today. But guys, we had the Xbox Developer Direct. Oh, before we get talking about that, let's talk about what you've been playing, Doggy. What have you been playing?
Really let's see, we had Friday Night Fights last week, so MK1, and then really all the past week, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, and that game is so good. I'm really liking that. Yeah, I got it off of GameFly, and I need to send it back so I can get Tekken 8 when it comes out. But I'm thinking about I don't want to send it back, so I'm thinking about just buying it off of GameFly for the reduced price and just keeping it. I like it that much because I don't know. I'm halfway through the game. Since I'm 51% through the game. But man, that's just even the main stuff, and doing all the side missions is so fun too. Like building up your level, building up your weapons. Just the combat's so great. Just I don't know. It's really fun. I think I'm kind of enjoying it more than God of War. Really.
What?
I got to say, yeah. No, I'm really enjoying it. It's good. I highly recommend it. So,
okay, well, there you go.
I think that's pretty much.
I mean, I am very interested in Ghost of Tsushima, but right now my PlayStation is occupied with Final Fantasy VII Remake. My Xbox is occupied with Gotham Knights.
Okay, yeah.
As I'm still playing that game. And I'm the more I'm playing Gotham Knights, the more I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. But they didn't release a statue, so I'm like, well, there's no hurry for me to buy it. I'll just wait till it's on sale or something.
Right, they didn't do any kind of
no statue. I'm very sad about that, as I would have loved a Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Shark. King Shark and Deadshot statue. I think it would have been super epic, just like the Gotham Knights statue that you hooked me up with was.
Right, I'm surprised they didn't do that.
But I have been mostly grinding on Hollow Knight. Let's see. Getting ready for Silksong. I'm fairly sure it's going to release this year. It was supposed to release 2 years ago, so hopefully it releases this year. Getting ready for that Hollow Knight. So yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. Let's check in with the chat. We got Sir X-Man joins the chat. Thank you so much for joining us, Sir X-Man. He says, hello, what's going on, Sir X-Man? Thank you so much. You are the real MVP. All right, so the Xbox Developer Direct was this week, doggy.
That it was.
And I don't know what I'm pushing here on buttons. Here we go. And this one. Share. And up first and foremost was Avowed. Now, I was going to show the direct on the video, guys, but as I said, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties right now, so have to just gonna have to imagine there's a video here. Shout out to Dreadpool. Thank you so much for joining us, Dreadpool. You are the real MVP. So yeah, the developer. Let me see. Are we larger? Which way are we larger? If I have this here, I guess this way. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
There we go. Okay. So the Xbox Developer Direct was this week. They announced 5 games, and they opened up with Avowed. I'm going to let my good buddy, my fellow Steeler here, none other than Doggy Dog. Take it away, Doggy.
Yeah, Avowed. Okay. First of all, that cover art, I think that's going to be the cover art there. That's pretty cool. I got to give that to him. That draws you in right there. Right? Yeah, I like that. Okay, I can't remember when they showed Avowed. I think it was back in 2020, late 2020 or something like that. I don't know if I was really too interested in it at first. I know it was just a short little thing. I remember the flame and arrow shooting up in the air and then it came back down or whatever, you know. And that might have been about it. I was like, it's just gonna be another Obsidian game. I'm not, not big on all their stuff.
It is gonna be another Obsidian.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay, but they showed this in June, and it looked so much better. And so, but what they showed, man, this looked good, man. Like, not only was it colorful, but like the environments, they were just like impressive. Man, just seeing that world made me want to jump into it. You know what I'm saying? It just looked so good. How did they put it? They want a rich, weird, and wonderful world or something like that. They said, so yeah, something the way they stated that. But yeah, the environments just looked impressive and colorful. That just draws me in. I thought the combat looked really awesome. I thought that was cool how they said there was going to be on the fly changeable loadouts, just so you could just change out real quick. Like you could go from, like they said, from just go right into battle with the sword and shield and be hacking or whatever. Or you could have dual wield guns and kind of
I like the dual wield.
Yeah, and the wands. Yeah, the wands too.
Yeah,
the wands looked really cool. You know
that
what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yeah, so I thought that combat looked cool. Another thing just kind of drew me in. It makes me kind of wonder, like, if this is what Obsidian games or a lot of them are like, maybe I've been missing out on. Maybe I've missed out on some of this stuff. I need to go back, but might not have time. They also talked about the tough decisions and stuff, and they gave one example about how if you trust this guy at the end of this segment, are you going to give him a key? Or trust him, or are you going to not trust him, and then he's going to want to start a fight with you and that kind of stuff. So I think that part of it's going to be cool. I don't think I trust the guy myself from what little I saw. You're not getting no key. No, you're not. No key.
He's got some shifty eyes on him.
Yeah. You're not looking that.
You're not looking very trustworthy.
Not that trustworthy. I'll take care of it myself. But no, from what they've went from in 2020 with that short little showing they had to that looked kind of gritty and dull and gray to this colorful, even like the spells and stuff they're casting look colorful. Even the shots that come off his hands, just like it looks beautiful. The combat looks involving and it's cool. What is this, fall? I think fall it said it was coming out. Fall. I'm looking forward to this. I really am. It surprises me, but it's got me interested.
Yeah, so I mean, you nailed it. I like how this world is in the Pillars of Eternity world as well.
Okay.
It's part of it. So if you haven't played Pillars of Eternity, and of course Obsidian, known for the Pillars of Eternity original IP, the Fallout New Vegas, and the Outer Worlds, and I think there's a fourth game in there somewhere that I'm forgetting. I'm sure there is, but yeah, the Outer Worlds. So this one it definitely falls in line with how colorful the Outer Worlds was. You know, it definitely is not a bland universe. It's definitely not going to be open world. It's going to be like a region
Yeah.
again, and that's another thing that they said is that they have regions.
Hmm.
So I really like that, and because it streamlines the game, and for open worlds are beautiful and stuff, but I mean, if you don't do it right, your whole game can suffer. But I think the open region approach is really something positive that they have going on. And I love that you can mix and match, sword and shield, sword and wand, sword and I don't know what else,
Yeah.
um, whatever else you can find. I like the enemy design. You're fighting lizard men, you're fighting all kinds of animals, people, humanoids that are not really human. The entire design of it is just got me. And of course, I loved the Outer Worlds when it came out. Doggy, you remember I was all about it,
Hmm. Yep.
and I played it for a long time. And if this is in the same vein as the Outer Worlds, I think it's going to be good. So we'll see. For a lot of people that were basically expecting the dark gritty, all that stuff. I mean, I don't understand why people have such an obsession with dark gritty. In my opinion,
No.
um, I personally like colorful, the neons, the things that don't exist in real life. I have a dark and gritty life already. I don't need dark and gritty in my video games. you know?
Absolutely. Yep.
Give me some colors, give me some neons, give me some glow sticks. I'm ready. you know. So yeah, I think it looks great. I think it looks great. Dreadpool says that's key art.
Key art.
That's right.
That's some
And
nice key art.
Sexman says people are playing Pal World on a level I've never seen in a long time. I have never seen in a long time. I mean, if you've never seen it, I guess so, because you're quite old. Oh,
Oh,
that's right. The streamers are all over this game. Yeah, I mean, it's a Pokemon style game. Of course they would be. Yeah.
yeah, that game's on fire already. Yeah.
Yeah. And Dreadpool has it right here. He nails it. Not everything needs to be gritty realistic. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm very much, I love artistic style, but as always, doggy, gameplay is king. Until we get our hand on the gameplay, I won't know how it plays, and I won't be able to make a decision. But I can tell my hype level is pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they announced 5 games, doggy. So with 1 being your favorite game and 5 being your least favorite game, where would you put Avowed?
Okay.
So just to remind you, it was Avowed, Hellblade, Visions of Mana.
Yeah, Visions of Mana.
Ara,
Mana.
and Indiana Jones, the Inner Circle or the Great Circle. What is the Great Circle? Yeah.
Yeah, the Great Circle. Man, there was such good games here. It's tough to really rate them here, but so Hellblade 2, Avowed, Visions of Mana, Ara, and Indiana Jones. I'll give this.
Where would you put it?
I guess number 4, even though that doesn't mean I'm not hyped for it, but that just shows how good.
No, if you had to rank it.
Yeah. Number 4 of the show.
I'm gonna have to put this one at number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
At number 2 for me. So yeah. There you go. Chat, let us know where you would put it as far as like if you had to rank the games from most favorite to least favorite, where would Avowed be? Let us know. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But whoa. Okay, here we go. But Doggy, we had a poll in the chat asking them what they thought, if they were looking forward to Avowed at all. What do you think the chat said?
And we got 83% said yes, and 16 said I'm undecided.
All right.
So no no's in there.
No no's. All right. So everybody's loving Avowed. That's great. Gotta love it. All right. Let's move this show right along. Oops. Where was the one I like? Here it is. There we go. All right. Up next is Hellblade Senua's Hellblade 2
Senua's Saga?
Senua's Saga. There we go. Senua's Saga. That's right. Sorry, guys. When you go live, it's so funny. I have all these names memorized, but when I go live, it's like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. We're going to talk about it here in a minute. Let's see. But first, You're Wicked Hot is in.
What's up, brother?
He says, hey, happy Friday, guys. Sorry I'm late, boys. Hang loose. Hey, thank you so much for being here. You're never late as long as you're here.
Yeah, thanks for joining
And
us,
he says, Avowed now has my attention, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
That drew me in too.
So, I'll start this one. I will take turns here. I'll start
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
So, Hellblade Senua's Saga is my most anticipated game this year. The fact that we got a release date of May 12th is amazing. Taking a day of vacation right there for that one. The fact that it looks fantastic. They showed more behind the scenes, not really much in anything. They really focused on saying that the combat needed to be different and that they started telling stories in the combat. So that means even if it's not just fighting with people thinking, now you're going to be interacting with the people fighting. So that's really cool. Of course, there's not much left to tell about Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga, as it has been shown like 7 times
Yeah.
already. But I am still hyped for it. Every time I see it, I'm just like, I gotta get my hands on that game. I gotta get my hands on this game. I have to play this game. Just seeing some of the vistas that they showed. Of course, Milena Juergens just looking fantastic as Senua. I mean, the capture studio, the stunt work they were doing, it just makes you appreciate what they do even more. Some people are kind of harping on The Verge, I believe, reported on an interview that this is going to be the same length as the first game, and that it's going to be a digital only game.
Okay. Yep.
So the same length as the first game, I think that's okay. As long as it's got more meat on it. The combat definitely looks like it has more meat on it. And we'll see. I mean, Ninja Theory is growing into it, and as long as they give a fantastic story, I'm gonna be happy. And I mean, God, it looks so good, guys. It looks so good. And as far as it being a digital only game, as a game collector, that kind of sucks because that tells me there's no collector's edition, there's no anything like that. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll release the soundtrack on vinyl, and I'll be able to buy it there as, oh, by the way, that soundtrack, the people that they have some heavy metal screams. They got
it's gonna be awesome.
That band, I forget what their name is. They performed at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
How they're writing all that into the game, how they're trying to tell the story as well with the music. And guys, if you watch the trailer with your headphones on, holy cow, were you in for a treat? I thought somebody was calling me, and I turned around and did this number. Because if you watch that trailer with your headphones on, wow, it's already like, poof, it's up there, guys. It's up there on the audio level. Nothing compares to it. So I am so excited for it. I just cannot wait to get my hands on it. Cannot wait, doggy. Cannot wait. Doggy, Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga.
Oh, you brought up some great points. To see what else I can. I was good. It was good to see the release date, May 21st. I was happy to see.
I thought it was May 12th, wasn't it?
I thought it was 21st. It's May 1, 2, 2, 1, something like that.
Right. Oh, yeah. And it's tradition anyway. That doesn't matter anyway. They're going to delay it by 6 months. I mean, that's just game date release tradition over at Xbox.
And I was kind of figuring, I was hoping it'd be kind of middle of the year, especially after all we've seen from it. But it was good to see a straight up hard date. It's not too far away, so that's cool. Some cool different things. I don't think in the first that I remember the first game, which I love. First game is great. I don't ever remember like meeting and interacting with people, right? Like,
yeah, she didn't run into anybody. There was literally no interaction with anybody. You're right.
Right. I don't.
The most interaction you got was those stones.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So here it seems like you're going to be meeting some people and forging some friendships, and maybe they'll give you clues or this or that, and who knows, maybe someone will turn on you. But yeah, there'll be some human interaction, so that'll be a little different. The combat looks cool. They said that it's more refined, or they wanted to work on it, make it better. So I trust that that's what it's going to be. Like you said, they're going to kind of tell some of the story during the combat, so that's cool. You can't beat that. the pictures they showed of Iceland, like when
Mm.
they backed out and they showed some of those screenshots and stuff of
Yeah, the
Iceland.
vistas and stuff. Yeah,
Oh my god, that they
Iceland looks gorgeous.
yeah,
Whoever
and
lives in Iceland, you're lucky.
yeah, Iceland is gorgeous anyway. Not like I've been there, but I've seen pictures of it. But they did a good job of capturing it and showing how beautiful it could be.
If
So.
anybody in Iceland is looking for someone to adopt from America, I just want you to know I am up for adoption. Just saying.
Oh yeah, and about the combat also, I remember him saying something about they want the combat to make you feel like each time like you just barely won, like you just barely got past it, which I thought that was cool.
Do you think they're going to make it adaptive?
No, that'd be a good idea if they do that. Like if you're whooping on it, then it'll step it up a notch on you or something. That's a good idea. Hopefully they do that. I said the graphics going to be awesome. We've heard plenty of comments about that even from other developers already, so we know. And I know they were saying something about how the sounds, they were trying to incorporate more of the sound to immerse you more and give you more of that feeling of the hallucinations of psychosis, as they said, so I can't wait to see how that, because the sound in the first was cool, but if it's going to be more immersive and more of part of the gameplay and the story, it's going to be a treat. It's going to be a treat. I definitely want to play this with the headphones on, which I didn't do in the first one. I should have, but I didn't. But this is definitely going to be that way. So
yeah, headphones only.
You touched on the music. The music's going to be awesome. That score they did at the Game Awards was excellent song. And any of the music they were playing during this was cool too. And yeah, they speak by the music, so I believe them. I think it's going to be great. And I also wanted to say something. Yeah, the 7 or 8 hours doesn't bother me. I have no problem with the length of it. I'm actually glad it's not going to be a 30-hour game. As long as, like you said, as long as the story's good and everything's immersive and everything's tight, then make the best out of that 7 or 8 hours and enjoy. We've been waiting a long time.
It just lets you know that they didn't put a bunch of filler in there. Like,
right, yeah.
How many times do you play a game and like Red Dead Redemption 2? I loved it, but I got to tell you, when you got sent to that island, I don't even remember what it's called, Guano or whatever, Guarma, whatever it was called, right? You can tell that whole section was nothing but filler.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If this game doesn't have any fetch quests in it, I'm not going to be disappointed. Just go ahead and leave that out. Let's just stick to the main game plan, kind of like the last one. Just improve upon it. And I think I'm sure that's what they've got in store for us. So,
yeah. I mean, I've played great games that are long, and I've played great games that are short. I've played games that are too short, and I've played games that are too long. I mean, games are kind of, everybody has a sweet spot, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Let's check in with the chat real quick, unless you got something else there, doggy.
No. I
think
think we both covered it. Yep.
All right, let's check in with the chat real quick. We got Roy Matumbo joining us. Shout out to Roy Matumbo. Thank you so much for joining us. He says, "What's up, gents? Happy Friday." Hey, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. My beautiful wife, Luis Vivian, joins us. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the MVP of my life. Yeah, we appreciate you, and I super appreciate your support. HardWK88 says, "Sup, y'all? What's going on?"
What's up,
Roy Matumbo. Yes, the traditional video game delay. Hey, stop me if I'm lying. Stop me if I'm lying. Let's see. RWK88 says Indiana Jones and the Cripple Skull. Indiana Jones in the dial of help. I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh my goodness. Let's see. And boom boom kaboom, Noof Nukem is in the room. Shout out to Noof Nukem. Thank you so much for joining us. He said, Hellblade 2 will rock. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely, bro.
I will play it day one, but hope they make a disc version. I don't think they will. Just being honest between us here. I think Xbox really wants to increase their profits, and I think the all digital future is upon us. A lot of retailers are getting rid of their physical sections. Best Buy, Game, all those other places. They're just getting rid of physical as a whole, and I just don't think it's I love collecting physical. Obviously, I have a physical game collection. I love adding to it because I think it looks good. It makes me feel like, yeah, I'm a gamer. I just don't. As much as I love physical, I just think it's going away. And like Pentiment, shorter experience, never got a physical release. What other games didn't get a physical release? Alan Wake 2 didn't get a physical release, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's lots of games that just don't get physical releases that are bigger games, and I just think it's kind of the way it's going to start going. Unfortunately, for those of us that love collecting physical, it's sad. Shout out to Crispal Rambo. He says the band from Hellblade 2 music is Hillung. They have awesome live concerts on YouTube. Yeah, might have to check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Crispal Rambo. You are the real MVP. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. They did for the first game, even though it was a year later. Yeah, they did. Hey, seriously, do you all think a new console comes out in the fall? No, not a new Xbox console. Maybe a Nintendo console, but not an Xbox console.
I think Nintendo probably have a console this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even believe they'll have I don't even think there'll be a PS5 Pro this year, or if at all, because I don't know if they bring that out and it's too expensive, and I don't know. I don't see.
I don't feel that we're ready. I don't feel it's time.
Yeah, they don't need console. It, and it's just something else that's going to cost
Nintendo.
Them money
I think it's time. I think it's time.
Nintendo's ready.
Yeah, I think it's time. But as far as the other ones are concerned, I don't think so. The Quest 3 also just launched. I consider that a console. And I still haven't added it to my collection, but I really, 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 really want to. So yeah. Let's see. Noof Nukem says they better put Starfield digital plus better put indie on disc. I hope so. But again, I bought the collector's edition of Starfield. You can see it right there.
Yep.
And it didn't come with a disc. It came with the box, and it came with a cred stick in place with a code on it. I thought that was super cool instead of just an empty box with a piece of paper.
Yeah.
But yeah, no disc on it, unfortunately. And Noof Nukem says, guess what? I didn't buy Alan Wake 2. Well, I mean, you're not the only one. From what I hear, it didn't sell very well. That's the word on the street. So let's see. If PlayStation can put their games on physical, so can Xbox. Oh, no, they definitely could. That doesn't mean they will. Xbox is very... what's the word I'm looking for here? Very technology progressive.
Yeah.
And anything that is seen as old, they will just get rid of it. I mean, everybody loved Windows XP, and they still canned it. I mean, Microsoft is one of those companies that just doesn't care how good anything's doing if it stops them from achieving their digital future.
Yeah, they've been
that's just the way Microsoft has been.
Yeah, they've been trying to make stuff all digital for decades, it seems. Like that's been their dream since early Xbox days, it seems like. So if they could get away with it fully, I'm sure they would.
Yeah. Physical is leaving, I believe, because it's a small expense but a large footprint for companies to get rid of landfill space. I'm not sure if that's really why. I mean, I know that companies are money driven, but I don't think they care for the environment that much, if I'm being honest. Yeah. And Noof says that he got Starfield on disc. Oh, well, wait. Cool.
Oh yeah, they had a disc. Yeah, they have a disc version of it. They have a disc version.
No, I got my collector's edition. I'm not buying it again. Just saying.
Yeah, if you bought just the regular $60 or $70 version, whatever it was, it had a disc.
Yeah. The reason I asked is because GTA 6 seems like it's been waiting for a certain console to run on. GTA 6 better run on whatever. I mean, the last one came out on the Xbox 360. The whole 8th generation of consoles came and went, and now we're on to the 9th generation of consoles. It better be able to run on these. Just saying.
Right. They brought out GTA 5 for like the PS4 or the PS3 and the 360, right? And then they put it on the next systems and stuff. So
and then they put it again. I mean,
I would think the way they operate,
keeps on selling. Yes.
The way they operate, they want to get it out this generation, get everybody to buy it, and then bring out the next generation. Like let's bring it out on PS6 and the next Xbox. Let's do it. They'll buy it, and then probably the PS7 and whatever the other Xbox after that is. So See if we can make it
Yes.
last 3 generations like the other one.
Let's see. Splendifer says the games are getting too big for the disc. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I can put a disc on now, and all it's going to do is connect to the online and download it. Just saying. I'll play Hellblade and Game Pass, but I never buy it because I don't support all digital games. There you go, Jago Kukin, putting his foot down, drawing the line in the sand.
Yep, that's my.
I'm going to play it on Game Pass just because I subscribe. Just saying. Yeah. So yeah. Hey, shout out to Jago Kugan. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Shout out to Splendiferous as well. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. And Noof, if I didn't say you were the MVP, just know you are also the real MVP.
And everybody, let Axel know how much you like his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Because he loves his
part
shirt.
Of the Steeler Nation now. I don't even know it's called Steeler Nation. I'm part of the Steeler Miners.
Steeler Nation,
I don't know
baby.
what the hell to call it. Yeah. Let's see. So Doggy, excitement wise, you know how we ranked?
Yeah.
Avowed, where would you rank Hellblade 2 Senua Saga? Out of the 5.
I'm gonna go. Man, so like I said, so tough. That was tough putting Avowed at 4, but I'll go 2 on the Hellblade 2.
2 on the Hellblade 2. And
yeah,
Hellblade 2 is my number 1 most anticipated game this year, so it is obviously number 1 on it. The more information, I cannot get enough information on Hellblade. So yeah, for me, that's it. But Doggy, that's what we thought. What did the chat think?
We had a day one.
Excited?
Day 1, 84%, and at 15%, another I'm undecided, and no hard passes. So all these
the question was, are you excited to play Hellblade 2 Senua Saga?
Sorry about that.
So yeah, 84% day 1. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is the only appropriate answer. Acceptable.
Yes. Yeah.
DeathDealer, I don't know if you can type. If you can hear me, type it. Let me know when you're ready to come in. All right. Okay. So up next, we have Visions of Mana. Visions of Mana. I'm going to let Doggy take this one because I know he's excited about it. Take it away, Doggy.
Yeah, I actually talked about this one a couple of weeks ago on our What Are We Going to Be Playing This Year games episode, and this was one of them. I already have this game pre-ordered off of Amazon or Best Buy or something. I pre-ordered as soon as I saw it. I wanted it as soon as I saw it. I loved Final Fantasy Adventure on the Game Boy, which was the first Secret of Mana type of game. And then Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo. I absolutely loved it. I didn't play any of the other ones after that. And then some of the recent ones, they just stuck them on PlayStation. I couldn't play them anyway because it had the PlayStation.
Trials of Mana and Legend of Mana, right?
Legend and
no, was Legend the first one?
Legend of Mana. I think that one was probably first. Yeah, Trials of Mana is pretty new.
Trials, I think, is 3, and they had a 4th one. Because this is the 5th installment, right?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Let me look it up. Keep going, Doggy.
Yeah. Like I said, I love Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo. That was one of my favorite games on there. And then they had the art guy there that was talking about how he's bringing all of his old school monsters from the old games and some new monsters to the game. And they're all like monsters from that he had drawn on paper from his elementary days or something like that, elementary school days. So I think that's cool about it. The combat in this game looks awesome. It's got that action RPG-ish kind of style, and they've added some aerial combat in there, which is awesome. Cool big bosses up in there. It's looking like. They said there's going to be at least 100 songs on there, and we're in for a treat because even the music on Secret of Mana was amazing, and that composer is coming back to do. I don't know if it's all the music or most of it or something like that, but he's coming back, so I know we're in for a treat on that. Yeah, I was just happy to see. That was a cool surprise to see Square show up at Developer Direct. That kind of shows that there must be something between them and Xbox going on. You know, there must be some kind of commitment, you know, to bring more games. So that excites me, at least. You know, as you know,
Yeah.
I love some Square games. You know, hopefully some Pixel remasters, maybe even Final Fantasy 16 or something coming over, or at least just the rest of the Square games from here on out. Yeah, comes out in the summer. I think this is a perfect summertime game. Summertime reminds me of playing JRPGs like this, like I used to in the summer during summer vacation off of school. So this will fit in perfectly. I can't wait. Yeah, if I have to give this one on my hype meter, this is going to be my number one excitement, you know, of the games that were announced here or shown here. This is my number one because I was already so excited for it anyway. So I can't wait for this to come out.
Nice. So I had very little interest in this game. Doggy knows, right? But after I saw this extended view and I got hyped, and I'm thinking, you know what? I might go buy that Collections of Mana. I have Final Fantasy Adventure on my Game Boy. And I have Secret of Mana on my SNES, but I didn't get here. I put them up on the screen. I didn't play Trials or Dawn of Mana, so I'm thinking I might go get those.
Dawn
of Mana, I think, is currently still available for purchase. So yeah, it did draw me in. I do like the action adventure part of it. That it plays more like a Zelda game. The aerial combat and all that. But guys, I know that Doggy Dog, being black and gold, I know that he's looking forward to riding his giant black pickle dog. I
forgot to mention
Trials of Mana. That's right, Doggy. Then nothing will make Doggy happier than exploring the world of, I don't even know what the heck the Mana world is called.
I can't. I can't.
While riding his pickle.
Yeah, his hairy pickle.
Right. Oh my gosh, they could have definitely picked a better name. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. I'm looking forward to it. If I had to, let's see. So for me, on the excite meter here, this one. Yeah, I'm going to put this one at number 4 for me. This one's going to have to be number 4 for me. So yeah, but it looks beautiful. It definitely does.
It does.
It definitely looks like I don't know, like if Square Enix made a Zelda game, basically. Yeah. Let's see. Let's check in with the chat. Let's see. Diego Kukin says Indiana Jones needs a collector's edition with either a brown fedora or golden idol or both. I bet that day collector's edition day one. Yeah. Nuke says Visions and Grandma. Ugh, dude, no thanks. No thanks, dude.
It a hairy pickle.
A hairy pickle. Let's see. Visions of Snooze Fest. From Jiggle Coogan. Sir X-Man says day one for Mana. There you go. Day one.
All right, okay. Got somebody out there on the side.
Let's see. Splendid says, yes, this game is new to me, and I'm very excited to explore this game. Absolutely. Be sure to get it out there. And of course, here we go. The order of the Mana games, the mainline Mana games, is Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, and Dawn of Mana. Noof, I see a comment here saying I see blank that were more monstrous than those monsters. I don't know where you've seen that or how you got to see them, because we all know it wasn't you. So I don't want to know. Let's see. Remake Station says close to 500,000 Power players on Steam and almost everybody on YouTube. Data the game. That should tell how much people don't care for the narratives. Absolutely. Remake Station 5. You can have said it better ourselves. By the way, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Let's see. Jago Cookin says, not a huge JRPG guy. I prefer Western RPGs, honestly. We all have our flavors. Jago Cookin says, Doggy needs to get on the greatest RPG series of all time, Mass Effect.
Yeah, I've got that downloaded. That's on my I need to get done with Ghost of Tsushima, and then I think that's what I'm going to go to next. Is get on that. Shame on me for not playing that series.
Shame
yet,
on
I
you,
guess.
shame
Yeah,
on you.
yeah.
Let's see. The action looks serious in this version. First time launching on Xbox. Yeah. You know, they've only done 17 games total, and all of them has skipped Xbox, but finally we get one. So yeah, shout out to Square Enix for finally stopping to not ignore us. I don't know but you know, until they bring the Final Fantasy series over to Xbox, we're really just kind of the redheaded stepchild. Just saying, Square Enix can say what they say. Oh, we're committed, blah. Until you bring Final Fantasy, you're not that committed.
But them showing up at this developer direct was a pretty good, you know, was a good step.
I feel that this, you know, when they write contracts, you know, like, oh, you know, if you give us this exclusivity or this for that, you know, a part of that is advertising budget. So I feel that Xbox
Oh yeah, okay.
had to fulfill their part of it as,
to.
you know, we're gonna do this for you, and it's so much money, and so there you go. We fulfilled our part of the advertising budget contract or whatever. So yeah. Noof Nukem says, "Go 49ers." They might take it all. They might take it all.
Yeah, they're looking in pretty good position too.
That's right. Splendifer says, "Hell yeah, go 49ers." Oh, man, they're looking good.
Yeah, who they got? Got Green Bay this
Splendifer
weekend.
says, "I wish we could have whooped Russ and his Bronco ponies." The Denver Broncos. Don't you dare talk bad about the Denver Broncos. Way better franchise than the 49ers. So X-Man says, "Go Green Bay." You know, I live in the Dallas, Texas area, and Green Bay is the greatest thing to ever happen to Dallas, Texas. They've won more games in Dallas Stadium and Texas Stadium than the Cowboys have. More playoff games. Yeah. So just putting that out there. Just putting that out there.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching that game last Sunday.
Man, I love watching the meltdowns on the internet of Cowboys fans just straight up losing it.
When Green Bay went down there and scored, you know, they won the coin flip, took the ball, which was genius to go down there and score and then get them behind so their defense couldn't be up all on love. Yeah, you could see it in the first possession of the Cowboys. You could just see like here we go again. You know, like it's in their heads, and it's the same thing every year. Every year, it's the Dallas Cowboys cycle.
Yes. Crispy Rambo says it is the Dallas Cowboys cycle. Yeah. Crispy Rambo says the Secret of Mana is one of my OG favorites. Yeah,
that was such a good game. Yeah.
So X-Man says Final Fantasy X is my favorite. Final Fantasy VII right here for me.
Super Nintendo, baby. Woo!
That's right.
Still the greatest.
Jago Cookin says Indiana Jones was the best thing shown at the Xbox Dev Direct. Second was Hellblade, and last was Avowed. The rest I could care less. Yeah, guys, let us know from favorite to least favorite how you would rank the games that would show. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so Sirksman says, "I'm a Bears fan. I don't like Green Bay, but I represent the NFC North." Well, there you go. And Ty Juggle says, "Yo, yo, yo, what's going on, Ty Juggle? Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you." All right, but Doggy, we had a poll on Visions of Mana. What was the question and how did they vote?
Let's see. Are you excited to play Visions of Mana? Heck yeah, 54%. I am undecided, 27%. Heck no, 18%. So a nice little mixture there, but heck yeah, takes it. So I'm happy to see Square Enix, you know, do a little something for Xbox. So
yeah, and I mean, hey, everybody likes what they like. There's no right or wrong answers here, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you don't like a game style, hey, you know what? If you're old enough to have played a bunch of game styles, you know what you like. If you're young enough to have never experienced some game styles, well, listen to us. We'll tell you if they're worth your time. And, you know, and all of us are different types of gamers. So, and that's the beauty of gaming. There's a little something for everybody.
Yep.
All right. Next game shown was Ara History Untold. I guess I'll take this one, right? All right, so ahead, Ara is a 4X game. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. Right. So it is based on the Civ format. So it's very much, if you enjoyed Civilization, this is kind of a take on it. It looks amazing. Geez, the level of zoom you can do on this game is far more than I've seen in any other 4X game that I've experienced that doesn't sideload battles. So that in and of itself has me interested. It looks great. The fact that it has new world leaders like the Aztecs and other things I've never seen before has me interested. I definitely want to try this out. Of course, as with every 4X game, you got the wonders of the world. You got the pyramids of Giza. You got the Colossus of what is it called? Oh, the giant statue. What was it called? It's like the Colossus of Greece or something like that. You have all these world wonders that you can build. They take a really long time, but man, they help your culture out. As with all 4X games, you're definitely going to have different routes to take. You can win by, as it says, exploit, by exploiting the things around you, including weaknesses. Expand so big, conquer most of the land, or expand so fast that you can win just by the amount of land you own. Explore, which this is the more science-based stuff. You can do science victories or culture victories, or exterminate. You can straight up do a military victory if that's the kind of society you want. So I really like these kinds of games. I love the systems if they're done well. They do take a lot of time. They do take a long time to play. Like I think one game of my last 4X game that I played took me like 100 hours for one playthrough of the campaign, just because. And I don't mean like the same game. I mean one playthrough of playing, losing, and just getting better and better and better as time went on. And that's the fun of these games, is that you won't win your first time. Probably you might, but you won't. So this one I am definitely looking forward to. I'm glad it's coming to Game Pass, and I really cannot wait to try it. And hopefully it's as good as I'm imagining it in my head, as good as they said it was. The fact that the wildlife can attack you, that's kind of cool. Cannot wait for some wildlife mods, replace those things with dinosaurs. So yeah, really cannot wait to play this Ara History Untold. Doggy.
Man, I really do not have anything to add to this. This is like so not my genre, so not in my wheelhouse. I gotta hand it to the devs, the 3 devs they had explaining this. They were so energetic and so informative, and they were trying to make me want to play this game, but and they were real good at it. They were real good. And all the devs that were talking during this show were great. But no, this game has like I said, I don't even understand the whole concept of the game. There's no way I would play it. I don't really have that because I really don't know much about it. You say 4X. I don't even know what 4X games, I don't even know what that is. So I'm completely clueless about this. So I'm sorry. I have no info on this, or no say, besides I probably won't be playing this one. In fact, I definitely won't be playing this one.
All right. So so Doggy, where would you rate on your excitement meter 1 through 5 this one? So take us back to it so far. What did you rate Avowed? You rated number 4 Avowed, right?
4 Avowed, which I hated to put that low, but hey. 4 was Avowed, 2 was Hellblade, 1 was Visions of Mana, and this one here is 16.
16. Wow, you multiplied the 4 by 4 again.
Yeah, it's way down there.
It's way down there, right? So there you go. Dang, no love from Doggy. So I'm gonna rate this one. So let's see what I have so far. I have Avowed at number 2. I have Hellblade at number 1, and Mana. Where did I put Mana? I already forgot. 4? Yeah, I put it at 4. Yeah. So Ara History Untold is number 3 on my list. So yeah, there you go. But guess who's in the house? Woo! Hello, DeathDealer. You look so
Hi,
tired.
everybody. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, everybody. I had to work late today. I wasn't planning on it. I was actually, it was supposed to be a much shorter day, but you know how that sort of thing goes. But I
Yes.
did make it. I am here. I am a little tired, but I'm here. So, hi.
Yay!
Woo.
Hey,
All right.
Splendiferous. Hey, Spliffy Whippy.
Splendid Whiffy.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I did notice you were missing Sunday, sir.
Oh,
Mm.
oh man. Oh,
I noticed you missing from my show on Sunday.
tisk
I
tisk.
expect you there this Sunday, sir.
Or else.
Or else. That's right. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Let's see. Time Drago says, I want to try this new PAL game or whatever it's called. He says, in
Pals.
Civilization 5, where you could group up to 3 units into a powerful squad. Yeah. Yeah. Crispy Ramble says, Time Drago, I'm playing it right now. I'm trying to find the hype, but I'm not sold yet. Just keep trying. Trust me. Trust me. Jago Coogan
You'll
says,
find
Ara
the
History,
fire.
I'm bored. Let's see. Splendifer says, yeah, you're right. I'll give it a 13.
Right, he gave it a higher than me, so that's cool.
That's right. There
At
you
least,
go.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
he's
a
more
little
excited
better
than
me.
you. And Jason Max says, just remember, Xbox is number one. All right. So, DeathDealer, just
Yeah.
to catch you up real quick, we'll
Mhm.
start from the beginning. So, up first was Avowed. I'm sorry I don't have video of Avowed up because I'm having technical difficulties. We basically were just discussing our thoughts on it and then ranking it where we are and the excitement level, like between the games that were shown, ranking them 1 through 5, where you are on your excitement level, where like 1 being the most hyped you are and 5 being the least hyped you are. Where would you put Avowed?
I actually am about to say something unforgivable because I was not exactly expecting this per se topic until the other day.
Mhm.
I've been working really busy the last few days, so I actually did not get a chance to watch any of it. So I really don't have any opinions on anything right now. I'm so
No.
sorry.
All right.
But I can grace you with my beauty and my sass and charm every once in a while.
That
Hey, you know
And
works.
what?
I'll
I'll
Yeah,
take
give
it.
you that at least.
I'll take it.
yeah, yeah.
There we go. All right. So we were talking about where am I on my list? About Ara.
All right, yeah.
Doggy, how does the chat feel about Ara?
Are you excited to play Ara History Untold? No, too complex for me. 53%. Yes, I'm ready for 4X. 30%. I'm undecided. 15%. That doesn't equal, right?
You know,
Yeah,
I should have had
15%. Yeah,
Deathdealer read that. Sorry,
that's all right.
Deathdealer.
Yeah, it's all good. Sometimes their numbers
I
don't
already
add
got
up right.
into the habit of asking Doggy. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. But Deathdealer, you know what? Seeing as you are Gracie Does, I would like for you to read the chat. If you could read the
Yeah.
chat.
All right.
Okay, I can do that. Okay. Sir X-Men says, I enjoyed the show. I'm getting ready to go join the other podcast that I'm in. Well, dear, I hope you have an amazing show. Thank you for joining us while you could. And do amazing things.
There you go. Do amazing things. Do something. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. General Spartan comes in. Shout out to General Spartan. Thank you so much. You are the real MVP. Death
What's
Dealer.
up, bro?
Okay, and he says, Avowed is a day one for me. Indiana Jones, I'll play on day one via GP.
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
That's right. Game Pass. Splendiferous has something for you, Deathy Wethy.
Oh, okay. He asked, "What time was your show, my Deathy Wethy?" Our show, Majestic Mayhem, is on at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I had to think about it for a second.
Yes.
9 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays.
Yes. You should watch it.
So, yes.
Let's see. Splendiferous comes in.
I'm guessing that's what Dreadpool was talking about this AM. Possibly yes. Possibly yes.
All right.
Yes.
Possibly. I don't know what he was talking about.
Because, like I said, I did notice that you were not there, sir. So I absolutely did say something to him about it in passing. I was like, I'm surprised he wasn't there.
Oh, dang, bro.
You were missed.
Jeez. Cannot miss a day. It's like missing a day of school. The teacher will notice. All right. So let's move on to the last game of the direct. Here we go. Here we go. Up last, shown last was Machine Games, Indiana Jones, where we got to see the first trailer shown of this game. DeathDealer, did you watch the Indiana Jones movies?
Yes, I
Do you
did.
like Indiana Jones?
I do, of course.
Are you going to play this game?
Yes. Honestly, probably if I remember, if I have access to it and I remember it exists, then yeah, I will play it for sure. Because yeah, I mean, Indiana Jones is pretty awesome. I mean, come on now, who doesn't love some Indiana Jones, especially the whenever I personally think of Indiana Jones, I think of him in the Ark of Covenant in the face melting zombies.
Oh, yeah. The Lost Ark. Yeah.
The Lost Ark.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Last Ark. Yes. So yeah, I'll play it for sure.
Okay, great. Doggy, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Okay, yeah. Man, they did a great job with this. I know the big debate was it going to be third person? Was it going to be first person? Was it going to be a mix? I know a lot of people wanted third person, so it would be like Tomb Raider, and so it would be like whatever the other one is, Uncharted. And really, we should have known. We should have known it was going to be pretty much first person because that's what Machine Games is.
Machine Games does that.
You know, that's if we wanted third person, we should have put like a different developer on it. You know what I'm saying? Like studio. I think the first person, judging by what we saw, it looked like they did a real good job with it. It looks like that's the way they needed to do it. I like the way they said that they're going to put you. You're not going to see Indiana Jones. You're gonna be him. You're gonna feel him, and the only way to truly do that, through his eyes. The only way to do that was through the first person. I think it's really cool how when he's doing traversal and any of the cinematics, they pull back and do a third person. I mean, so that's cool. I think that's gonna work great together. I mean, I know they didn't show a ton of the puzzles, but the puzzles look cool. What little stuff they were showing. The action, it was cool. That part where he jumped from one plane to another, onto the wing of the other plane. Yeah, it's just Indiana Jones. That's just I think
that's just a Tuesday.
Yeah. The music sounded spot on. The sound effects were there.
Yeah. They did talk about the music and how George Lucas was the original composer, and they talked about how they tried to capture that as hard as they could.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
The voice acting sounded like it was pretty darn good too.
Who is the voice actor for this one? He's a famous guy.
I know. I can't remember. I can't remember. I was wanting to say that. Sure, somebody in the chat will know. The environments they were showing look cool. It kind of looks like it's kind of going to be from region to region. It seems to me. So I don't think it's going to be open world. And I think I was hoping more for it not to be open world than I cared if it's first person or third person. So hopefully it's like an open region kind of thing. not open world. I don't think it's going to be open world. So that makes me happy. The main bad guy looked cool about how he's like messing with people's mind. I think that'd be a cool concept or whatever. I can't remember what his name was either. What else do I want to say about that? Yeah, just I think it's gonna catch just the feel of Indiana Jones. It's gonna have awesome set pieces, awesome action, awesome humor. I think they're gonna do a great job, and I'm more excited for this, even though I was already excited for it, but I'm more excited after seeing how good it looked and the presentation of it. And I have absolutely no problem with it being first person, because they pitched this to Disney and stuff. They had to have liked it. Like I said, Machine Games does first person. They're doing what they do best. So I think they're going to knock it out of the park. So, and they did a great job showing it off too. So,
yeah, I mean, shoot, why not? So I could care less.
about
Indiana Jones. Does it look good? Absolutely looks good. Do I think first person is the better point of view? Yeah, I do. And it's not the first game to mix first person and third person. Halo does that. My favorite franchise of all time. Right? There was another first person. Destiny does it. Of course, another fantastic game where they zoom in and zoom out based on what you're doing. So it's not like it's brand new or groundbreaking, but it does need to be done right. But I don't care about Indy at all. Like
Troy Baker.
I don't care about his adventures or misadventures. I don't care about his love lives. I don't care about the anything about it. The best part about Indiana Jones is the music, the main soundtrack. That's it. And I think maybe I don't care because if you ever watch The Big Bang Theory about Raiders of the Lost Ark, how Indiana Jones was basically useless for the plot of the whole movie. The outcome would have all been the same. And so I'm just like, okay, but so it's just the guy's adventure. That's all you're caring about. You should care about the guy's adventure, right? Do I think the voice acting is fantastic? Yeah. Everything I saw was great. I'm just not excited. I'm sorry. I am not an indie guy. I'm just not an Indiana Jones guy. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Even the developer direct with all those hardworking folks, couldn't get me to play Indiana Jones.
I thought, and I also,
what is it called? The Great Circle.
Great
I even had to
Circle,
write it down. That's how little I care. I couldn't remember the name. Doggy, take it away. What?
And the whip, I thought, and the whip looked cool, from what they showed of it too. It looks like it's going to have plenty of uses. Look like it worked just fine in the first person. So yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's going to be great. And I think Axel's going to like it too. I think he's going to try it. He's going to be like, damn, I like Indiana Jones.
It's obviously coming to Game Pass. So am I going to play it? Probably, if I have nothing else to play, which is never. But I'm mostly going to play it vicariously through Doggy.
Okay. That's fine.
I will let Doggy every week give me an Indiana Jones update. What is the history update today, Doggy? Yes. Let's see. Let's check in with the chat. What does the chat think about Indiana Jones?
And Jago says Indiana Jones looked amazing. I can't wait to dive in.
There you go. So he's excited.
And Splendiferous says, we'll never miss it again. My heart.
Cross my heart, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Cross my heart.
Maybe, yeah. Well, swords. Yeah. Maybe you're right. Okay. But either way, it's okay. I understand. I won't hold it against you this time.
See the chat.
I feel like DeathDealer is talking to us with her eyes closed because, she's so tired, her eyes aren't opening.
They are open. It's just the way. To believe it or not, also too, my eyes are extremely dry right now.
I hate that.
But yeah, the way my camera's angled, it does look like I have my eyes barely open. They are open, they are open. I
It
swear
looked
I
like it was
can
painful
see
to do. Like, hold
things.
on, I'm gonna do my
I
Death Dealer
swear I
impression.
can see
Look,
what's
let me see.
going on. I can obviously my eyes are open if I can read. So
Just got
we're
done
I'm gonna
good.
do
filming
my
a
Death
Cheech
Dealer
and Chong
impression.
movie.
Here we go. They are open. They are open.
I do look really tired though. It has been a long few days for me, and I probably got maybe 3 hours of sleep last night.
That's all you need.
So, and I was up early
Slept
the
in,
day.
eh?
Yeah, I haven't been
Slept in.
sleeping much the last few days, and I've been going a lot. And yeah, work takes a lot out of me, especially when it comes to like staring at things for long periods of time. Yeah, it becomes hard to like focus. So, yeah, eyes are having a hard time focusing.
Uh-oh.
So,
All right, so let's get through the rest
yeah,
of these chats
I
before she
should
can't see anymore, guys.
grab some eye
Here
drops.
we go.
Okay. All right. Next one. Okay. Um, I'm so glad they got Harrison Ford's likeness in Troy Baker sounds spot on as Indy.
Yeah,
Troy Baker.
He must have practiced a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just answered this question, but yes, Timmy.
Yes, I do want to go to sleep. Yes, I absolutely do, Timmy.
So when Doggy was talking about having to be Indiana Jones, see through his eyes and all this other stuff, Dreadpool said,
I don't want to feel like him.
But he doesn't want to
Oh,
feel him.
and
Yeah.
Dreadpool actually made another comment too that actually addresses a lot of this too.
"Oh, well,
If
we'll
you want to
get to it.
highlight that one.
We'll get to it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Crispy Rambo comes in.
I guess I'm weird. I absolutely hated third person over the shoulder.
Mm.
Oh, there's a
Some
lot of people that
people-
just love first person view. You know, that's their thing. You know, so and
Hey, again, not every game's made for
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly, yep.
So, I mean, that's why there's so many choices out there.
Absolutely.
but yeah, just like I said, man, machine games. That's what they do is first person. So why try and do
mess with
something-
success.
Yeah, don't bet. Yeah, you do so good. Very very few of your games people didn't like. So stay with the formula.
Yeah, and shout out to Legendary Joby for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. He said,
Troy Baker,
go. And
Nicolas Cage.
by Jason Max.
Oh, and Crispy Rambo says, don't forget Tony Todd. Who can forget Tony Todd? That man is like a legend, a living legend, an epic legend.
Who's Tony
Yeah.
Todd?
Candyman,
Okay.
Death from Final Destination.
The Candyman can't because the Candyman says it should or something.
I'm not even gonna continue that. You need to just
All
you
right.
need to look it up.
I'll look
You
him
need
up.
to look
Let's
it
see.
up.
Jago Kukin comes in.
I already said the voice actor was Troy Baker, guys. Look at my previous comment.
Yeah. Sorry, it's hard when you're running the show. Let's see. Dreadpool.
Boo, Axel.
Yeah, boo, Axel. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll join in on that.
And Timmy says, I will always show up on your show as long as I am not working early on Monday UK time and have to be up early. I always stay up to watch your show on Sunday at DeathDealer. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I always appreciate it. I understand if you can't make it. Of course, I have to give you a hard time. Come on now. You know you love it.
There you go.
I always appreciate all your support, dear. And he also says, boo, Axel.
Boo.
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 Upset.
Oh, we got to cancel.
Cancel Axel. Well, we can't cancel him because if we cancel him, then where am I gonna hang out on Friday nights? I'm gonna have to
You'll have
start
to pay attention
another
to your
show on
family.
Friday.
Ugh.
No, I have to start, but I don't want to have to run a show on Fridays by myself. That's a lot of work. No, I'd rather you do it and just show up when I'm needed. Come on.
That's right. It is true. I do miss those days.
I got another boo.
No, boo, Axel, and those pony Broncos.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm all about the Steeler Nation
Boo!
right now.
He looks so good. Yeah, he looks so good in that shirt. Oh yeah,
Poor Axel.
that should be his
Poor
new.
Axel.
That should be his new shirt every week. You should wear that
Oh,
on
hell
Sunday.
Jason Max wants to get banned from the channel. Dude, what does Jason Max say?
Indie Halo.
Indy's greater than Halo. Oh my God.
Greater than Halo.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Splendiferous.
Indie is amazing. I grew up on those movies. And you know what? I agree with that too, because I did grow up on those movies. And I'll tell you what, because of, one of the benefits of being in Florida and having Disney, we had the Indiana Jones show. And yeah, so that stuff was cool. We had a whole Indiana Jones thing that we could go visit, and that was cool for sure.
One time I went to Six Flags and I watched like the Batman Stunt Spectacular or whatever it was. And
Mhm.
Batman came out. He rappel lined in, right? So he's holding on and he's rappelling. So he's got his legs in front of him to look cool. I'm not going to use it. That was overweight Batman. I don't know how that guy kept his legs straight with that big of a belly. Like it was crazy how big of a belly that Stunt Spectacular Batman had. It was hilarious. We called him Fat Batman from then on out. Batman.
Where was that Indiana Jones thing at in Florida? DeathDealer.
It used to be MGM
Studios,
and now
yeah,
it's
Disney World.
Hollywood
Yeah.
Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because I went to. Yeah, it was like when MGM Studios like first opened and stuff, and we went there. Like they even had like an alien ride and a James Bond thing. Yeah, and they had Indiana Jones. Yeah, that was so cool. Yeah. Do they still have an Indiana Jones thing at Hollywood Studios?
They do. They're changing some things around. We haven't been since the
pandemic.
Since that
I've been there since
disaster happened, and now that they've jacked up their prices and offered less for their pass holders, you don't get as many benefits as you used to. And they've kind of like, in all honesty, they've kind of like jacked the park up and totally ruined it from what Walt Disney originally had set out to do. He wanted it to be a place where the average family could go and have a nice vacation, and now you have to like take out like a second and third mortgage just to take a family of 3 for like a weekend, even if you live in the state. It's I'm disappointed until they get it a little bit together. I don't want to go back because the money is ridiculous. I can't fathom. I'd rather buy things that I can like keep, like, clothes for the kid that keeps growing, which if anyone out there wants to donate to the funds of Tiny Giant, this kid keeps growing. Just saying.
There you go. Let's see. Jago Kukin says,
Indiana Jones is the reason Uncharted and Tomb Raider even exists. So I'm glad we get another indie game in this day and age. Actually, that's probably, I would say that's probably close to true. I mean, without them, Uncharted probably most definitely wouldn't exist, I don't think. And Tomb Raider probably wouldn't have been much of an idea either. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Tomb Raider was
Splendiferous has something to say about that.
Pitfall, though.
That's right. Pitfall Harry, the OG adventurer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I can't think of all. I mean, I'm sure there's other games too, but
And
we can't
other
think of
movies probably older than that.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Dreadful comes in.
Pretty soon she'll be snoring. Yeah. Not gonna lie on that one.
Fall asleep on the show.
Let's see.
No, not on the show, but you missed the one right before that he actually
I didn't see
that
one. Let's
he
see. He put Boo
commented.
Axel, cancel Axel,
No,
Boo Axel.
no.
He's being pretty mean.
I don't
to
want to
Axel.
feel him. Well, that's it.
No.
Who,
No.
Axel?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm seeing it says he posted she's not used to my shifts,
Oh, that one.
which
Yeah.
is true. I'm not used to his shift. See, now you found
You're not
it.
used to his what?
His work shifts. He works crazy hours, that man does. Like, God love him, and like he does a great job.
God love him. Do you love him?
Of course I love him. He's a fantastic husband, a wonderful provider, a fantastic father. Right now he's out with our child doing stuff.
Yeah, Dairy
having
Queen Day, right? Normally they get Dairy Queen
father,
during the
yeah.
show.
Yep.
Yep.
They have father-daughter date every weekend.
Woo.
Yep.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Crispy Ramble on third-person games.
Hold on, my thing blocked it. Okay. He says, I still play them. I just hate that view. LOL.
Yeah. And then a lot of people are trying to tell me who Tony Todd's is in the new indie game. Tony Todd plays Venom in Spider-Man 2. Tony Todd was the big guy in stealing from Indiana Jones at the beginning of the indie trailer. Yeah, I have no idea. Deadpool says
we need an indie-friendly channel. Maybe.
Splendifer says Indie can coexist with Halo. # I approve this message. And Dreadful says I was on stage at the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. As what, the wall?
It's true. No, they take they bring
He's so large. What was he?
audience
Was he playing Tony
members
Todd?
for
Was
volunteer.
Dreadpool the Tony Todd and the Stunt Spectacular?
No.
That's what they do, right? Yeah, they bring.
Yeah, they usually bring someone in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they bring volunteers up on stage to do stuff.
Oh, and I was right. He is at Dairy
That's right.
Queen.
Okay.
And he made it right before they locked the doors.
I'm trying to think what I want, man. Get me a triple berry smoothie. That sounds pretty good. I'll take it.
Don't give me anything. It's cold.
Aww.
Luis Vien says,
Miss DeathDealer is tired to the max. I am, dear. I am. I very much am.
But that's what we think about the Indiana Jones. DeathDealer.
But
what does the chat think about?
Oh, there it showed up. Okay.
Oh, okay. And the question was, are you excited to play the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? And 100% said yes.
Oh, man.
Time to whip it good. Hey.
Wow, the only game in the show to get 100%.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right, so on the hypometer, doggy, the 5 games that were shown, where are you on Indiana Jones ranking?
So this one fits in at number 3 then for me.
Have you been keeping track? This one fits in at number 5 for me. 5.
Yeah.
Technically, I should multiply that by 5 and rank this on 25th because there's not. I'm sorry, Indiana Jones just is not my thing. I don't find it entertaining. Him entertaining at all.
You're rating this lower than my 16 for the Ara game. Okay.
Oh my god,
man.
And I love machine games, and I would have voted no Indiana old. Like nobody in modern day cares who Indiana Jones is. Only 40 people that are 35 years plus care about Indiana Jones.
That's not true.
100% true.
Younger generations, no.
Accept the truth.
Younger kids have gotten into it for a number of reasons, especially since Lego came out with Indiana Jones games. There's a few of them
Yeah, and it had
actually.
the
I
worst
think
whip
there's
control
Oh
I've
yeah,
ever
that
played
was
in my
that was a
life.
bad. Yeah, that was a
You're
bad.
picking up.
yeah, but still, kids. But he's in other Lego games, and when you go to the parks and stuff, kids love that stuff. Seriously,
Uh,
they do.
The only thing that has been good about Indiana Jones for me is that I bought an Indiana Jones branded hat for $1 at a yard sale and then posted it on eBay and sold it for 20.
Well, see,
That's the
You
best
should-
thing that's ever happened to me with Indiana Jones.
yeah, you should love it. That.
It's not even a hat, it's a fedora, right? The fedora, whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's see. The King joins us. Shout out to the King. Thanks so much for
King.
joining us. You're the real MVP.
Hey!
And Dreadful says, you heard it here first. 5 out of 5 from me. All right. But, guys, that was the Developer Direct. Let me switch views here. 5 games. Sorry, I couldn't find the background with the 5th game. Visions of Mana, guys. Overall, Doggy, DeathDealer, I know you didn't watch it, so we're not going to ask you out of respect
That's
for you.
fine.
Here.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's see. DeathDealer, Splendifer's write something.
Okay. Let's see. Deathy Wethy. Hold on a second. For some reason I can't see. Okay, here we go. Deathy Wethy. Don't justify his foolishness. Boo, Axel.
Boo!
Boo. Oh man. I'm gonna get so much hate on Sunday. All right, but that was a Developer Direct. All right, so last year's Developer Direct had 4 shows, had 4 games, plus the 5th Shadow Drop of Hi-Fi Rush, your game of the year, Doggy.
The great Hi-Fi Rush.
That's right. This year had 4 games plus the surprise 5th game from Square Enix, from Squeenix. How would you rate, which one to you was better, last year's or this year? And if you want me, I can find the games from last year.
Yeah, what was the games last year? I was trying to remember that earlier.
Let me see. Let me find it.
Can't remember what I was trying to think about. Yeah. I know there was Forza Motorsport, I believe.
Yeah, Forza was one of them. All right, hold on. Let me see if I
Hi-Fi
can find.
Rush.
All right, so let's see. Last year was ZeniMax Studios Online with, was it? It was Elder Scrolls Necron.
Okay.
Mojang Studios with Minecraft Legends.
Wouldn't have cared about that. Okay.
Yeah. Arcane Austin with God, what was that game? That vampire game.
Oh, Redfall.
Redfall. Yep.
Yeah, Redfall.
Turn 10 and Hi-Fi Rush. So out of the 2, which one do you think is better? Guys, let us know.
Let's see. So we had. Yeah, I wanted to care about this. This one had more cool games. I mean, I loved Hi-Fi Rush, and I thought that Shadow Drop was cool. But of course, I didn't expect a Shadow Drop this year. I'm glad they didn't do a Shadow Drop. That would have been a bad precedent to set. You know, as a lot of people have said. You know what I'm saying? So, I thought they did a great job this year. Avowed was awesome. I'm looking forward to that more after seeing it. Indiana Jones looked great. Vengeance of Mana. I thought that was cool that Square Enix showed up, whether it be for advertising reasons or for whatever reason it was cool they were there, especially at Visions of Mana, which I've already pre-ordered. I thought it was cool. And Hellblade looked awesome. So I'm going to give the nod to this year, even though, like I said, Hi-Fi Rush was so awesome with the drop. But yeah, with these 4 games and then that Ara thing, yeah, whatever. But for 4 games, I thought it was great. I'll give the show with the pacing and all the devs did such a good job. They were all interesting and stuff. You know, it wasn't boring or anything. Everything was really good about it. I'll give it 8. I'll give it a show an 8.
An A?
An
Or
8. 8.
8.
Snowman.
8 out of 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Snowman. Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush was great last year, and I think it was the saving grace of the show.
Yeah.
In hindsight, you know, those games have come out, and I would say that Hi-Fi Rush is really the star of last year's show. hype level for last year, I was really high on it. I thought it was an A show. A 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 show. This year's show, Ninja Theory's there. Of course, we've seen a lot of Ninja Theory. I was most interested in Obsidian, Oxide, and of course, I wanted to see Indiana Jones, and it looked fantastic. I'm going to give it an 8 as well. I definitely think this developer direct is better than last year, as I think they are more and more perfecting the formula, and of course, the fact that a third-party studio, Square Enix, showed up to the developer direct. I think that was a fantastic ad. I think it was very impactful, especially for those of you who are excited for the Mana series, like Doggy. So yeah, I think it was great. Splendifer says that everybody was expecting a shadow drop. I'm glad they didn't do a shadow drop, because if they would have, then it would have set an expectation that every time there would be one.
Yeah.
So I am really happy that they didn't do a shadow drop myself.
Yep.
DeathDealer, we have some chats in.
Don't boo Axel.
Yeah.
$100 virtual super chat. Boo Axel.
And my wife again.
Who boo Axel? Want to mess with me? I got your back, Luis. $500 virtual super chat. We still love Luis.
Yes.
Thank you for those generous super chats. You are
those virtual super chats.
Beyond generous. As you're the man.
Yes, absolutely. But guys, that's gonna do it for our show. Hopefully, you liked our reactions to the developer direct. Of course, we do it the iconic video game style where we just talk about it. So, hopefully, you guys liked it, and of course, we really appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your Friday to watch us. It means the world to us, because we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys. The chat. That's why you guys, the chat will always be the MVP to any of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm DeathDealer.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And Boo Steelers, I'm going to take this trash off now.
And Joe, you should keep that on, man. You, like I said, you look.
Look, Doggy, I even kept the tag on because I'm returning this trash.
Oh, that's exactly what I would have did if I had to buy a Broncos shirt. That thing was going back. I might not even drink wine that night. I'd been drinking water to make sure I didn't get anything on. I'd have sent that thing right back to Amazon.
You should donate it. You can get a tax write-off. And
whatever. I'm going to get my $30 back. I can't believe this thing. I can't believe they charged $30 for this trash. Okay.
I can't believe that was only $30. You got a good deal, man.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh.